Prince Harry will not make Meghan Markle a billionaire. She wants to be a billionaire, so who will? A new man. At some point, if it's offered up, it might happen. That is why she is constantly meeting new billionaires.
Prince Harry cannot make Meghan Markle a billionaire, but could another man? That's the shocking claim coming from royal biographer Tom Bower and Princess Diana's former butler, Paul Burrell. Together, they've dropped revelations that are shaking the royal family story to its core, and Meghan Markle's next move may be bigger, bolder, and more dangerous than anyone expected. Tom Bower, at 78 years old, has nothing left to lose and nothing to hold back. He claims Meghan isn't done playing the game. According to him, she's already eyeing billionaires, political power, and even a run for California governor. At the same time, Paul Burrell warns that cracks in Harry and Meghan's marriage are deepening and that Harry may no longer be enough for Meghan's ambitions.
And this is from a woman who attacks her father mercilessly in the series.
This isn't the first time Meghan has been accused of playing a long game. From her Hollywood days on Suits to her carefully orchestrated rise into the royal family, critics argue Meghan has always had her eyes on influence beyond the crown. Even her wedding guest list in 2018 revealed her true ambitions. It wasn't just royals and aristocrats, but Hollywood elites, tech giants, and U.S. political figures.
And she will just go off, and her next step is a billionaire.
Tom Bower didn't mince words. He called Meghan, quote, an agent of poison. His meaning? Meghan doesn't waste energy on small battles. She waits, plans, and then strikes when the timing is perfect. It's a chilling image, one of silence as a weapon, of ambition calculated to the smallest detail. According to Bower, Meghan's silence is not weakness. It's strategy.
Harry just can't give her anything else anymore. He served his purpose. His purpose is over.
But Paul Burrell went even further. He warned of a fault line running through Harry and Meghan's marriage. A fault line, he claims, that will eventually crack wide open. Harry, raised in royal duty and tradition, is now left restless in California. Meanwhile, Meghan is thriving in a world of networking, branding, and ambition. Burrell's words sting. Harry cannot make her a billionaire. So the question becomes, who can?
We know now in hindsight that Meghan never really intended to stay.
Reports claim Meghan has been carefully aligning herself with billionaires, from private dinners in Montecito to global think tanks and charity events. These aren't casual meetings. They're calculated moves, each connection a rung on a ladder to long-term power. Bower insists these appearances aren't accidents. They're rehearsed, staged. Every smile, every handshake, another step toward influence that money alone can't buy.
Take her royal kids, who can still go by prince and princess, and find the billionaire.
And then comes the most shocking twist of all: politics. Burrell claims Meghan isn't stopping at Hollywood or billionaires. She wants power in California. A future Governor Markle? To some, it sounds far-fetched. But when you look at her network, her media reach, and her relentless ability to reinvent herself suddenly, it doesn't seem impossible. Could Meghan Markle, once a royal outsider, become a political insider?
Meghan rises in Netflix into whatever she will do. I think it won't be enough for Meghan.
So, where does this leave Prince Harry? The man who gave up his royal life to follow Meghan across the Atlantic. Is he a partner or a spectator in his own story? Bower suggests Harry's role is already over. Burrell warns the cracks are growing. And the public? They're left asking if Harry will be part of Meghan's next chapter, or if Meghan's next chapter begins without him.
She will find a way to bounce past him to some other taker.
From Hollywood to royalty, and now possibly politics, Meghan Markle's journey has never been ordinary. With Tom Bower and Paul Burrell's explosive claims, one thing is certain: Meghan isn't done rewriting her story. But what happens when ambition collides with love, loyalty, and the legacy of the crown? Only time will tell. What do you think? Will Meghan Markle leave Harry behind for billionaire dreams and political power? Or will the Sussex story take a completely unexpected turn? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more breaking celebrity investigations.
Meghan Markle's failed plan to bag a billionaire as her marriage to Prince Harry becomes more unhappy by the day.
Prince Harry gave up his crown for Meghan Markle. But now, Tom Bauer and Paul Burrell are exposing claims so shocking, they suggest Meghan's ambitions may stretch far beyond marriage, royalty, or even Hollywood. From whispers of billionaire connections to dreams of California's governor's mansion, this story isn't just about love. It's about power, betrayal, and a royal chess game that could change everything.
Her guest list to her wedding showed her real ambition was to be a star in California.
Tom Bauer, one of Britain's fiercest royal biographers, didn't hold back. He said Meghan's next step isn't with Harry, it's with billionaires. Paul Burrell, Diana's former butler, agrees, warning of a fault line in their marriage. Together, their revelations paint a picture of Meghan as a strategist, not a spouse. One building connections, not just for wealth, but for a launchpad into politics.
Because she's got millions, so why not step up to a billionaire? And why not go for politics? Why not become governor?
This isn't new. From her days on Suits, Meghan was chasing more than scripts, she was chasing access. In 2018, her royal wedding guest list read like a who's who of Hollywood and Silicon Valley. Oprah, George Clooney, Serena Williams. It was less about tradition, more about networking. Even back then, insiders whispered Meghan wasn't just marrying into royalty. She was marrying into opportunity.
She arrived in London, full career, single girl, wasn't interested. Of course, she'd been coming to London since 2013, hunting for a man to marry. She wanted an Englishman. She was on a man hunt.
Tom Bauer delivered the most brutal phrase yet. He called Meghan an agent of poison. His reasoning? Meghan doesn't fight openly. She waits, watches, then strikes when the timing is perfect. He argues her silence isn't weakness, it's her greatest weapon. A dangerous calm before a calculated storm.
Meghan Markle plans to leave Prince Harry to become a billionaire and run for the governor of California.
Paul Burrell's warning cuts deeper. He insists Harry and Meghan's marriage is cracking. Harry, raised on duty and service, is restless in Montecito. Meanwhile, Meghan thrives in California's networking world. Burrell's blunt line? Harry cannot make her a billionaire. The unspoken fear, will Meghan find someone who can?
There's a fault line down the middle of it, and I feel that will crack one day.
Reports swirl of Meghan dining with billionaires, appearing at think tanks, and quietly networking in Silicon Valley. Burrell suggests these aren't casual social events. They're calculated moves. Every handshake, every dinner, another step up a ladder toward global influence. And here's the twist: Tom Bauer agrees. He claims none of this is coincidence. It's staged, scripted, designed for one thing: power.
Harry came from this very busy world of the royal family with lots to do. Even in his spare time, he could play polo and do whatever he wanted. He sat in Montecito, twiddling his thumbs, thinking, what do I do next? What is my role? Where is my work? I don't think he heard Meghan's voice. I think he heard his mother's voice.
Harry, being a simple soul, has easily changed to suit Meghan's agenda.
And then comes the most audacious claim of all. Meghan Markle, future governor of California. Sounds impossible? Think again. Ronald Reagan was once just an actor. Arnold Schwarzenegger was an action star. Why not Meghan? She has name recognition, a loyal fan base, and the charisma to dominate headlines. Burrell even claims her name has already been whispered in Democratic donor circles.
I think that William should leave well alone. It's done. They shouldn't be able to use it for commercial gain, as the Queen wished, but leave well alone. I truly believe that when he met Meghan, she whispered into his ear, a 36-year-old mature woman whispered into his ear, Harry, you and I could change the world.
But here's the heartbreak. If Meghan is preparing for power, where does that leave Harry? Tom Bauer claims Harry is slowly realizing he isn't at the center of her plan. Burrell paints him as restless, sidelined, even financially dependent. Remember, the Spotify deal collapsed. Netflix hasn't delivered endless blockbusters. And whispers of financial pressure keep surfacing. Meghan's new lifestyle brand sold out instantly, but is branding enough to fund billion-dollar ambitions?
A ridiculous story about how they first met. The whole thing was a tissue of inaccuracies, to be polite.
Titles Duke and Duchess were taken away from Meghan and Harry. Meghan would become Princess Meghan. Right. What's the worst of the two evils?
Tom Bauer's most brutal line? Meghan used Harry as a stepping stone. a pawn to get a foothold in America. Now, with billionaires and politics in her sights, Harry risks fading into the background of her story. Was the fairy tale marriage always just a calculated strategy? Or will Meghan's ambition and Harry's loyalty somehow survive the storm? The ending hasn't been written yet, but one thing is certain: this is no ordinary royal story. It's a battle between love, power, and legacy.
We're being brainwashed by these Hollywood people who think this is the way to make money and, in the end, destroy our monarchy to make their fortune.
Knew that, and she manipulated him because of that. Then, when she got everything that she wanted, right?
From Hollywood to royalty, and now possibly politics, Meghan Markle's journey has never been ordinary. With Tom Bower and Paul Burrell's explosive claims, one thing is certain: Meghan isn't done rewriting her story. But what happens when ambition collides with love, loyalty, and the legacy of the crown? Only time will tell. What do you think? Will Meghan Markle leave Harry behind for billionaire dreams and political power? Or will the Sussex story take a completely unexpected turn? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more breaking celebrity investigations.